think it's recording. Peace and blessings, y'all. It's your girl Elisha, but you can call me Lisa too if you want to. That's my government name. Elisha is just my name in Hebrew, so whatever you want to call me. I said I was going to do an introductory video, so that's what I'm doing now. As far as the Sacred Woman program, just to kind of give you an idea of what it is. This is the book by Queen Afua. It's probably backwards. It looks backwards on camera. But it's Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. A Guide to Healing the Feminine Body, Mind, and Spirit. I've had this book for like 2 years, but I haven't done the exact program because when I got it, I was still coming out of Christianity, which of course, and if you read the book, which if you haven't read the book, then I'm going to tell you kind of what it talks about. It talks about creating an altar, and it talks about like the Kemetic or Egyptian deities, and it's talking about, you know, getting in touch with this or that or the other deity or whatever. So that's kind of why I didn't do the entire program at first. But over the past 2 years, and probably definitely in the last year, I've been doing my own studying, my own researching, my own meditations and things like that, and I've come to, you know that a lot of things have been twisted. A lot of things have been given to us wrongly. So I don't have a problem with creating an altar. I thought it was idolatry. So I don't have the issue anymore. So I started looking at the book again because one of my other sisters in another group that I'm in was talking about how she did the program. That's how she started kind of on this journey to wellness. So I was like, maybe I should go get that book again. I've always listened to, or look at the book again. I've always listened to, what's her name, Nubia I, and she's always talking about her salt baths and getting up at 4 a.m. And I had read that, and that's where she gets that from. The concept of getting up at 4 a.m. and taking the salt baths and doing the meditation and doing your yoga in the morning and stuff like that. So, I knew that's where she got that from, but, you know, because I did read the book and went through. I didn't read it like all it from front to back or cover to cover, but I did read it. I've been doing salt baths, and that does work and it does help. I've been doing meditation. I've never had a problem with meditation, even when I was in Christianity. I had no problem with that because I was like, what is the problem with me getting in touch with myself and listening to me? But some people do have a problem with that, but I don't anymore. I never had a problem with that. But the only thing was the, creating the altar and stuff like that, which I got one now. I've been having this for quite a while, and that's mine. It's there's a poster in the back that says, "Be the change." You probably can't see it. Be the change you want to see in the world, which is what I'm definitely working on. There's an owl on there, which is like a animal that symbolizes wisdom. There's my Oshun candle. That pink thing over there is my Yoni journal. That comes from another class that I took. You can call it your womb journal too, and I'm going to use it for that purpose. Like crystals, incense holder, a little copper bowl or whatever where I put my sage. Pink candle. I got some tarot cards. What I consider my chalice or chalice, symbol of the womb. You see it. So I got an altar. I've been having that for a while now. But basically the reason why I wanted to create this group and get a group of sisters together is because, one, right now I'm on a juice fast. So I didn't want to start now. And plus I'm still working nights, which stops November 18th. I start working day shift. And if I work nights, I'm not at home. When I work nights, I mean overnight. I get up like 7 in the morning. So I'm not home to do, to get up at 6. Because I'm still at work at 6, between 4 and 6. And I can't do meditation because I'm at work. So I want to, be off. And I don't know if any other ladies work nights. But the thing is, even in the book, she says, you just work around what you're doing. But me, I've been doing some other work with myself via other channels, via other avenues, and I've got myself on the schedule where I can't work at night anymore. Like I have to be asleep when the sun is asleep or down, and I have to be up when the sun is up. It's totally messing up my whole body trying to stay up all night. I used to love it. I've been working nights since 2001, and now all of a sudden, well, actually, it's not all of a sudden. For about 2 months now, I can't stand it anymore. I've been doing other work on me as a woman and stuff like that. So, it's just time for me to do day shift. I can't do nights anymore. So basically, the book talks about 9 gateways, and what you're doing is kind of balancing yourself and getting in touch with each energy or aspect that's in each gateway. And each gateway has a certain deity that's over it. And I've come to know that she's based off of Kemetic teachings. I've studied and I'm practicing Yoruba or Anago or the Orisha kind of tradition. But I don't have a problem doing this either because I know that it's based off of wherever that person is born. If you're born in Kemet, then those are the deities or energies you're dealing with. If you're born in another place, those are the energies and deities you're dealing with. So it's all knowledge and wisdom. It's all African. It all belongs to us as original women of color. So it doesn't really matter. So it's all energy. To me, I see it as energy. I'm really metaphysical. I look at stuff as energy. So basically what she's doing is she's telling you what deity is over which gateway, and you're going through and you're learning and purging things in that gateway, and you're learning what energies are in that gateway, and you're balancing everything there. You're correcting your diet because she focuses a lot on the womb, and taking in certain things into our bodies creates an environment of acidity and imbalance that harms our womb and harms our whole system. I'm a nurse, so I can take the Western perspective and the Eastern perspective and put them together and kind of truly get a holistic understanding of what should be done. So if you have questions about stuff like that, I can help you with that. But teas and different herbs and stuff like that, different foods, and alkalining, making the body alkaline are key. I'm like, I have a lot of experience, like things that I've actually done to myself and practice. So that's why I want to create this group, to give support and to have everyone give me their insight, their stories and things like that, so we can all work together to help each other. Getting up at 4 in the morning. It's 4 to 6. It's not exactly at 4. You can do it 4 to 6. Whatever works for you. I would love for us all to get up and like at the same time and like meet on Google Hangout, which is live, like I'm doing this video cam right here. You're all on at the same time, and you can keep them private. You don't have to broadcast them or anything like that. We can just talk, and we don't have to record it or anything. We can just be able to see each other and talk to each other. I think that would be really cool. If you can't meet it, I could record it and then send it to you later and just make it where it's private, where no one else could see it. That way we can talk freely, and that way you could catch up if you had to get up later. I plan on getting up at 4 because I have some other stuff I want to do too. I want to do yoga. She has movements, dances, yoga. She has ideas on how to dress, how to treat yourself like the divine feminine being that you are, what foods to eat. She shows you how to wean yourself off of foods that might be creating an imbalance. And me personally, I am a vegan. That's because it works for me. I can't tell anybody what to eat or what not to eat, but from my personal experience, eating that way has dramatically changed my life, like literally. So it's a process. I didn't just drop it all at night. I've been learning continually for 6 years about what I should eat, what I shouldn't eat, how much I should eat, how I should cook it, how I shouldn't cook it, and all these different things. And I haven't been perfect. And when I say that, I haven't gone back to me. I went back to me for 2 weeks. No, 1 week. And that was only because I got married and there was some stuff going on there. But I only did it for 1 week. And even that 1 week, I said, this is not for me. I can't go back to meat. And that was after I had been off of it for like maybe 2 years. So 1 week I went back. And then for a while, I was a, what do you call it, pescatarian. I ate fish. But not shrimp or anything like crabs or anything like that. But then even then, I gave that up. And I've noticed dramatically changes skin wise, hair growing. This is 2 years of locks, and most people locks don't get this long in 2 years. So I'm seeing in the skin the glow, health, healthy bowel movements, healthy elimination. All that has been awesome. So weight loss, I got a big testimony about weight loss. So anyway, if you have anything going on like that, this program will help you. As far as like the things that you need to buy, really you don't have to buy things that are really expensive. Basically, it's eating differently, and then she does recommend like colors and scents and crystals that you can get to put on your altar and to use, and little instruments that you can play while you're doing your meditations and things like that. But you can always modify things. We as women are very creative. We can create anything out of anything. So you don't have to get everything. I have a lot of the stuff, but I've gotten it over time. So don't worry about like the cost of thinking if I don't have this or have that, I can't do it. You can. Even if you aren't able to get up that early in the morning, which there's a scientific reason to get up that early in the morning. It's because the energy is easier to access, because most people are asleep at that time, especially at 3. That's even a better time to get up. But it's easier to access certain energies. I got videos, I got books that I can recommend that you read, all kinds of stuff, so that you can understand the science. Everything that is done in this program it has a scientific backing. It's not just completely intuitive or completely spiritual. It's physical too. There are reasons why certain colors make you feel a certain way. There's reasons why certain scents make you feel a certain way and help you do certain things. So it's scientific and spiritual. So it's really cool to learn stuff like that. And I've got like book after book after book. I've got websites. I got all kinds of stuff that I could, post in the group and help you to understand. Because I always like to know why I'm doing stuff. And that was another reason why I didn't do certain things. Because I didn't know why. Like, why am I doing this? Like, what is the purpose? And when I learned the science behind it, I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. So, that's what I want to help everybody do. I want us all to do this together. It talks in the book about creating a womb circle. And I'm going to read the book like thoroughly so that I can kind of guide. And I want you all to do it too. Don't just put it all on me. I know I started a group and everything, but I want us all to work together, collectively. I don't want anybody to be a leader or anything like that. I want us all to work together to go through this and to support each other and help each other. What date I'm started on? My fast ends December 4th. So if you want to start on a Sunday, a Monday, or whatever, y'all just give me an idea of what day in December would be best. And we can go from there. But it's definitely going to be December. And I want to literally go through the program and do it step by step. And unite with my sisters. So, if you have any womb issues, I'm talking, this book talks about all that. Cysts, fibroids, heavy menstrual periods, all that. Or cycles. It deals with all that. And I got all kinds of teas and stuff and herbs, and I can show you, and we can go from there. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we're going to do exactly and how we're going to go through this whole process. But I just want to introduce myself. I don't know if I told you I was a nurse, told you I'm a mom on the page. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be a mom to be in this group. That has nothing to do with being a woman. Well, it has something to do with being a woman, but you don't have to be a mom or anything like that to be in this group or participate in this. This is about femininity and feminine power, because I firmly believe that nothing is going to change in our world, nothing is going to get any better until the women know who they are, own up to it, and walk in their own power instead of letting people take their power. And then from that, we'll be able to shine that light out. I don't participate in male bashing because that's not what it's about. I participate in patriarchy bashing because patriarchy takes away the feminine centered mindset. And if you look around, and like I said, we can talk about this too in a group and stuff. You look around, everything is based off a womb, or being formed in a womb and being birthed from a womb. And that doesn't take away from masculine energy. We're not talking about masculine energy, we're talking about patriarchy. So I'm big on matrilineal or gynocentric, and that's a term that I learned from one of my other sisters. Instead of saying matriarchy, because that sounds like we're just saying, okay, we're going to flip from being male ruled or whatever to feminine or feminine energy ruled, and that's still not the point. The point is to understand how life actually works, what's realistic, what reality is, and going from there. And everything that we talks about Mother Earth, motherboards, the mothership, and you got to start asking yourself, why is that? And then we're not trying to take the stance of being rulers over people. We're just trying to access our own power and being able to teach and show other people how to access their own power. And we can't do that if we are not right within ourselves. So this whole program, this whole process will be about knowing ourselves. That's what the Oracle of Delphi said, know thyself. So I'm going from that perspective. I'm going from the perspective that I know, and I look around and I see this is reality, that women hold children in their womb for 9 months, nourish it and protect it, and then push it out. And who is the first teacher of that child? Their mother. Of course the father is there, and of course the father is there giving support, but the woman gives that child its first everything, its first meal, its first, when it comes out, it's usually its first cuddling and holding. The mother's there, and the male is there to support. So we got to get back to a place where we're knowing who we are as women, and that we can't really focus on a lot of spiritual things if we cannot get our physical body together. But the thing is, we don't just have a physical body. We have a physical body and a spiritual body. And from everything I've studied and everything I've channeled and everything I've meditated upon, I see that just like our physical body has many members and many parts, so does our spiritual body. And we have to get all these things in alignment. Just like the planets, they'll tell you the planets will get in a certain alignment and this happens. Well, we have to get all this. We are a universe in and of ourselves. We need to get all that in alignment. So I don't want to go too long. So that's my goal. I want to hear all you all's goals, what you want to achieve, any issues you might have. We can talk about it. I don't anticipate the group getting really, really big or anything. I think it's better to have a smaller group with just a few people. So I'm going to get into the book. I'm going to post some of the things that it talks about. And it's just like a structured format to get this done. And then what it's doing is giving you a catalyst and giving you tips and ideas on how to proceed, because we all have our own intuition, our own energy, and our own spirit to guide us. And then the Naga tradition is called your Ori. So your head. Just like it guided you out of your womb, it guides you through life. So guides you through the world. So that's what I want to do. I want to be able to help all of us to develop our innate power, our innate spirit, our innate ability, so that we can affect the world. Because it's getting real out here. We talk about how the state of the world, the imbalance, the oppression, the abuse that people are going through, and the only way it's going to change, it's not changing by the status quo. What we've been taught to do and taught to believe, is not changing. So the definition of insanity, they say, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting to have a different result. And we've been doing this whole patriarchal, let's say women are second class and women have no power and they can't participate in spiritual this and that, and they're emotional beings and they're cuckoo and crazy. We've been doing that for 2,000 years and that hasn't worked. all my research shows that before that, things weren't that way. Things were quite different. So, we can talk about all that. So let's, just like I said, if you want to do a video intro, that would be great. If you want to just write it, that would be cool too. So that's all I got to say for now. I'll be talking to you ladies in the for the next couple of weeks until we get started officially. Get the book. Start glancing through it. It recommends in the book that you read the entire chapter about whatever gateway you're going into, and then, you know, do it so you'll know what you're supposed to be doing before you get there. And that's always useful. So peace and blessings, y'all. Be glad to hear from y'all. Inbox me if you need to. Post in the group. Peace, y'all.